This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning. In today's session, we're going to discuss about what is Jinja. See, this is one of the template used in many of the languages, Python applications, as well as in HTML applications or some web applications. They use this Jinja template. We are using the DBT data build tool. In that, we're going to use this Jinja template engine. It's one of the powerful and versatile. Multiple things you can able to do. That's why we make it versatile templating engine. Like you can make your SQL dynamic. Instead of static, you can dynamically pass a values during the runtime. As well as Jinja is um, going to boost your dynamic mechanism. It's going to boost code dynamism and efficiency. Efficiently, you can able to execute your SQL queries using this Jinja template. Okay, and then this Jinja is purely developed on Python. You can use its templates to make your code dynamic. Previously, when you're writing some SQL codes, we'll write some static layouts. If you take any HTML application or applications, you'll write some static layout. To make it dynamic, they are going for this Jinja templating engine. Okay, no need to hard code any values. You can use some Jinja expressions to integrate your data seamlessly. Like Jinja you can have various expressions. I'll say how to declare the variables. Okay, and then how to use a decision making statement, if conditions, for looping, everything can do here using Jinja. In SQL, guys can able to use for loop, if conditions. No,
sir.
but in PL SQL you can use for loop. If decision making statements you can use PL SQL, but in normal SQL you can't able to achieve this. Decision making statements and looping statements you can't do. But using Jinja template engine, you can able to achieve all these things. First one is you can parameterize your SQL queries. Just pass the values of the filter. You can pass some values. You can parameterize your values, and then you can make the decision making constructs like if conditions. Okay, and then if else ladder. If condition is not satisfied, come to the else condition. If else is not satisfied, sorry, if condition is not satisfied, come to the else if. If else is not satisfied, you go to another else if, and then finally come to the end statement. All kind of decision making construct, if statement and if else if. Okay, all kind of decision making constructs we can use, but you should follow the Python syntax. Okay, you can't achieve with the help of Java. You should achieve with the help of Python syntax. Next one is iteration. Like we can use for looping, for loop, and then iterators you can use. Okay, you can use list iterators. All these iterators you can use. You can use in the Jinja templates. And then dynamic code building block. Dynamically, you can make your code dynamic. Okay, by building some blocks, you can make the code dynamic, and then you can write few other methods as well. Using Jinja template, you can write the method. These are the important topics we have to explore it, like parameterization, decision making constructs, iteration, dynamic code building blocks, and methods. Now I'm going to show a few examples to you guys. Okay, you might have a question like if I am keep on using the environmental specific values, like I have dev environment, UAT environment, prod environment. I want to store my passwords, as well as I want to store my credentials, username, password, these kind of things I want to use frequently for different environmental values. What I can do, right? I can create one YAML file. I already said to you this DBT project.yaml file is going to be the control your DBT. I can show here. You can able to see this DBT project.yaml file. You can see, right? This is the file actually. It's going to control your entire DBT. Okay, what are the modules you are writing? What are the macros you are writing? Everything can control using DBT project.yaml file. Now, what I'm going to show here is, yeah, in the YAML file, if you are trying to use a frequently repeated values like environment specific values like dev environment username, passwords, or dev environment specific values you have to use on table prefix. For example, my table should name start with customer underscore. இது மாதிரியான டேபிள்ல ப்ரிஃபிக்ஸ் வச்சு ஆரம்பிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா இது மாதிரி வந்து வேரியபிள்ஸ்லாம் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா இது மாதிரி dbt project dot yaml ஃபைல்ல கான்ஃபிகர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Guys understood? You can configure in this file dbt project dot yaml file. So nothing but your YAML file. Satish, it's like your pom.xml in Java.
Okay, sir.
pom.xml மாதிரி இது வந்து என்ன பண்ணும் இட்ஸ் நதிங் ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மாடல் மாதிரி இது வந்து dbt ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா dbt underscore project YAML files. You can give all kind of configurations. Okay, now I'm going to show few things to you guys. For example, these are the variables you can set. Okay, if you are setting some variables, you have to use curly brace and then percentage symbol and then percentage curly braces, and then you have to use one syntax called set, and then you can provide the variable name. It can be any name, and then you can provide the values. Okay, this is how you can set in this dbt project.yaml file, because I'm going to use this value frequently because this is going to be environmental specific values. UAT also are going to pass this value, dev environment are going to pass the value, as well as prod also going to pass same value, and then I can pass like a array. It's going to array, right? It's going to string array. If you see this brackets, square brackets, you can say it's an array. In the array, you can see various strings we have, right? It's going to string array. It's going to be a string array, but in Python we can say it's a list. JSON la pathina string array nu solluvaanga. If you talk about JSON things, we will say it's a string array. Okay, but if you talk about Python, it's going to list. List is going to have a collection of items, collection of similar items. Collection of similar items. Similar item means this string, this also string, this also string. So collection of same items you can have in the list. Okay, and then now I'm going to declare one more variable, set countries. If you see this brackets, okay, you have to say it's a Python dictionary. Python dictionary. You should have keys and values. This is going to key, and this is going to values. Values going to list. Okay, this is going to be key. This is going to be a Anand.
Value.
Going to be value. And this is going to be key. Province country is going to key. China and Canada is going to be a value. Okay, like this you can pass like a dictionary, or list also you can pass. Because I am saying this Jinja is going to use Python syntax, Python variable declaration, all things will be Python. Okay, because it's purely developed Python language. To make a code dynamic block execution, you are going for Jinja. Now I'm going to show few things to you, because this is somewhat we can see staggered this. We're going to see it later sessions, but I'm going to have one kind of deck. This is actually a deck, so kind of presentation. I'll say how to use this Jinja templates and how to set the variable declarations. Now you can see like if you are using two curly braces, okay, and then if you're using if you're using one curly braces and percentage symbol, it's called a variable declaration. Set is going to be a syntax for you, and then you can give any variable name, and then you can pass a value. Okay, this is how you can pass this variable declaration. Now come to the two. Now I already said Jinja is nothing but a templating engine, and then apart from Jinja we have some templating engine called Nunjux. Nunjux used in JavaScript and Jinja inspired. Okay, through Jinja only they have developed this Nunjux. They used mostly in the JavaScript language. For Ruby they use Liquid templating engine. Okay, now these are the other templating engines you have to keep in mind. Apart from that, you have to think about Jinja is majorly used in applications called Ansible, and then Python Flask application, and then Airflow. Sendamal, Airflow is nothing but a scheduler. Airflow is nothing but a scheduler. In scheduler also they are using Jinja. DBT also they are using
Jinja, sir.
Jinja. Okay, these are the various applications using Jinja. Apart from the other templating engines are there, that's called Nunjux for JavaScript, and for Ruby language they're using Liquid. These are the templating engines, so you have to keep in mind. Now I'm going to give some intro about the Jinja. Like I already said to you, like if you want to develop some programmer intuition, sorry, like if you want to work in this Jinja, you can follow some kind of hard syntax you have to follow. And then now Jinja is one of the powerful template. Actually, you can make your SQL dynamic, and then you can perform the dry run using the Jinja template. You can see like how the parameterization happening, how the decision making happening, how can make the decision making constructs, and what are the looping statements we can do. All things we can do using Jinja. Now we're going to look at some non-SQL examples. Now come to the point. Yeah, we'll see it later. Yeah, 1 minute, guys. Yeah. Now look at some non-SQL examples. Okay. Now, if you see two curly braces, what are the variables you have set that variable value can supply in this placeholder? Surita Priya, if I using this variable, it's called variable declaration. Using set command, you can declare the variable. You can take this variable and then you can pass it here. Where? இங்க பாஸ் பண்ணலாம். டேட் நீங்க பாஸ் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா என்ன வேலை கிடைக்கும்? பாஸ் டேட் ஜிஞ்சாக்கு பதிலா டேட் இங்க பாஸ் பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா என்ன வேல்யூ எனக்கு கிடைக்கும்? எனக்கு 2024-03 and 22 கிடைக்கும். கரெக்டா? Because this is going to be like two placeholders you have to use. It's like curly braces. In that, if you supply this variable, you will get this value. Anand, Sujita Priya, I hope you guys clear. This for only for variable declaration. This for getting the variable value. See these two curly braces. Sujita Priya, it's clear for you? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you guys clear. Now we're going to see few more examples. Like already said to you, if using curly brace person symbol, it's called variable declaration. Variable as well as you can assign the value to the variable. If you see two curly braces, okay, and you're seeing some variable name, you're trying to access that variable value. This is a difference. Okay, there are few more things is there I'm going to cover later. Now this is the actual example. Set me equal to 3, set u equal to 4. Okay, now what will be the answer for this? Can anyone give a try? If you know the answer, give a try, guys.
3.
If you know the answer, give a try. Me is
3, sir.
okay.
U is FOO.
Foo. Okay, because Java they use this term called foo. We have some separate background for this foo. Okay, this is the answer. We'll get the answer as 3 and foo because these two placeholders try to get the variable value. Now we'll go for another example. This is the actual answer. Okay, 3 and foo will be the answer. Now we'll go for the list and dictionaries because majorly in the Jinja template we'll go for list and dictionaries. List is nothing but your ordered collection of items. Okay, like if you see this kind of braces, like braces, square braces, you can see it is going to list. It's going to be list, and then a list is accessed by using number. List is accessed by using some number. I'll take a notepad, guys, for make it clear. Okay, just I'll have a. It's going to be a list. It's going to be 1. Okay, I going if I see these brackets, gentlemen, if you see these brackets, what do we have to say? If you see these brackets, what we have to say?
List, sir.
The list. Okay, list is going to have collection of items. Okay, like I'm going to have apple, I'm going to have orange. I like the oranges. Okay, oranges, grapes, papaya is going to be a list. Okay, and then papaya. Now list is nothing but collection of ordered items. Which way you are inserting, that collection will order will maintain. That order in the order insert பண்றீங்களோ அதே order maintain ஆகும். We have to try to get the value based on index. If I put list underscore 1 of 0, what value I'll get as answer? Or if apple, because the index starts with 0,
Yes,
and
sir.
then 1 will be orange, grapes will be 2, and papaya will be 3. Okay, if I passing whenever try to get the value of the list, you have to pass some index. If I pass 0 index, I'll get apple. Okay, if I pass 1, I'll get orange. If I pass 2, I'll get grapes. If I pass 3, papaya. If I pass 4, what will happen? If I pass 4, what will happen? Array index or bound exception. It will get array index out of bound exception will get. Okay. Now, if I what the list is going to be? What do you have to say, Satish? It's going to be
Array
empty
declare.
list. Empty list. It is going to be
Empty list.
empty list. Like this, you have to. This is going to Python actually. Okay. Now we'll talk about dictionaries. Dictionary is nothing but the unordered collection. Okay, it won't maintain any order. And then if you talk about dictionary, you should think in your mind like it should be key and value pairs. Key and value pairs. Now what I'm trying to do, if you see this kind of brackets for dictionary, okay, it's a Python. See, Harish, in the Java, you'll be seeing like map, hash map, list, set, you see, right? It's coming under collections. The same thing, Python, dictionary also is one of collections. It's going to be key and value pairs. If you see this curly braces, definitely should have a key. Okay, what are going to have like fruits, and then fruit is going to key, and then you have to put colon, and then what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to have apple, and then oranges. Okay, and then next key is going to be I like this tag. Okay, even Sendaman also like this tag. It's called biryani. Okay, this is going to key, and then that value is going to be chicken biryani or mutton biryani. Biryani. Okay, I will make chicken biryani, and then value is going to be chicken biryani and mutton biryani. Now, how many keys are there? How many keys we have?
Two keys.
Two keys are there, fruits as well as biryani. Okay, and then remaining is going to be a values. It's coming like a list. Okay, it's also coming like a list. That's what I'm saying. It's unordered collection. Like it won't maintain any order. Okay, that's what I'm saying here is it's denoted by curly braces. And then if you want to try to access this dictionary, okay, what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to give some variable name for this dictionary, dict underscore 3. You can give any name. Okay, if I try to access this dictionary, how to access? Based on keys only you can able to access. Now I'm going to pass. Now I'm going to pass like 1 minute. I'm going to pass like biryani. What I'm going to pass? I'm going to pass biryani, and then I'm going to pass 0. What value I'll get? Guys, listen carefully. Chicken biryani I'll get, because biryani I'm putting some index. Chicken biryani. If I put 1, it's going to come
Mutton biryani.
mutton biryani. Like this is going to access. Okay. If you are trying to put only key, you will get the value of chicken biryani, mutton biryani will get. Frida, I think hope you guys clear. I think Sendamal like this word, right? Mutton biryani. Good. Now we'll see one more examples based on key only you can able to access. Okay. If you want to try to access this value, then you have to supply one more index. 0 you have to pass. Okay. Or if pass 0 chicken biryani, 1 will come as like mutton biryani. Now this is going to list and dictionaries. This list and dictionary is majorly used in DBT. Okay. For example, we want to supply some dynamic list of dynamic values or some kind of dynamic values like a key and value pairs. You can use dictionaries. Okay. Now I'm going to come with some examples. These are my variable declaration using Jinja template. Set grocery list equal to chocolates, ice creams. Now what I'm trying to do, the first one is variable declaration. First one is variable declaration. Now what I am trying to do in the grocery list, I am trying to add one more collection. Nothing but
Yes.
cookies. Okay, by using do statement, what I am trying to do, I am trying to append one value. Grocery list dot append. In append you can use cookies. Now in the list, how many items will be there? In the grocery list, how many items will be there?
3 items, sir.
Totally how many items?
3 items.
Three items.
3 items. What are 3 items we have? Chocolates,
Chocolate,
ice creams,
Ice cream,
and
cookies.
cookies we have, right? Make it mute, guys. Someone are getting making some noises. Yeah. Now this is how I'm appending the value by using append function I have to use. Okay. Now these things and all we won't use, but only we'll do only variable declarations. Now you guys have to say list will maintain the order collection or unordered collection.
The list ordered collection, sir.
Order collection. Where cookies will come? Cookies will come first or last? Cookies will come first or last?
last.
Last. It's going to come the last. Chocolates, ice cream, and cookies will come last because it's going to maintain the insertion order. Because that's what list. Now we'll have like this example. Can you say what going to result for this?
Chocolate, sir.
Grocery list. Chocolate, because we are passing the index of 0. The index 0 is going to be chocolate, 1 is going to ice cream, 2 is going to cookies. Or if don't answer, now we get the result as chocolates. Now see, we can use some built-in function as well. Now what I'm trying to do here is I'm taking this grocery list variable and then I'm using pipe symbol. It's like a Unix pipe symbol, and then finding the length. Now what the length will be? The grocery list, what is the length will be? See, in the grocery list we have 3 items, right? Chocolate, ice creams, and cookies. What the length will be?
2, sir.
Who said 2? In the grocery list, how many items are there? How many items are there?
3 items.
3 items. How is saying 2? Chocolate, ice creams, and finally we are appending the cookies. Now what will be the length for you? What is the length?
3.
3, because we have 3 items, right? Chocolates, ice creams, as well as cookies. If you are finding the length is going to be built-in function for you guys. You have to use pipe symbol and find the length. Now the length is going to 3. By using some Jinja templates, you can achieve some this kind of built-in function as well. Now the length is 3. Who said 2? Don't they have sense? Because we have 3 items here: chocolate, ice creams, and cookies. Now the length is going to be 3. Now come to dictionaries part. I already said to you, dictionary is nothing but a key and value pairs. Now how many keys are there? How many values are there?
There are 3 keys, 3 values.
And 3 values. Now it's going to be identifier is going to be Serena Williams, country is going to United States, and Grand Slam winning 23. Yeah, good. Now you guys have to say. Okay, now you guys have to say like what is going to be value. See, you can able to access through dot also, or you can use some square brackets and can pass a key value as well. What is the value for this dictionary? Guys, answer very simple. Even a LK student can able to answer for this. Personal identifier. Serena Williams and then
United States.
United States. That's it. Serena Williams and United States. Okay, like you can use accessing through dot also. You can able to access, or you can able to access through curly braces can pass the key values. Identifier also is a key. Country also is going to be key. This is how you access dictionaries. Now, okay, now what I going to have, this kind of examples might come. I'm going to use set some variable called US. In that I can able to see various JSON objects. This is a one JSON object. This is going to be another JSON object. Okay. Or in your terms, I can say it's one dictionary, it's another dictionary. Now, in the array, see, if you see this square brackets, we have to say, in the array, we have multiple JSON objects. Or in your terms, you can say, we have multiple dictionaries. In the array, we have multiple dictionaries, right? If you see this bracket, you have to say array. Okay, here it's going to dictionary key and value pass, and here it's going to be key and value pass. Okay, now what will be the answer?
True, sir.
Just to think twice or thrice, because we have two JSON objects. This is the first JSON object. This is going to the second JSON object. Okay, in the array. Now the given US of 1 and then details are given. Now what value you get? Think twice or thrice, guys. Whatever someone said right might be correct. Just be confident with the answers. Anyone want to give a try?
Sir, foo, sir.
Let's give it a thing. It's called foo. Someone said it, or someone said it's correct. It's foo because it's going to a zero index. Because this is going to be one JSON object is going to 0, and this is going to 1. From the 1 we have finite details. It's called foo. Okay, now guys, one more question to you guys, and then what is the US 0 of number? Anyone apart from Arif and Satish?
3, sir.
3. Okay, because it's going to be the 0th index is going to be a first index. This is going to first index, about going to 0th index. Okay, this is going to be from that you're getting the number. It's going to 3. Now you got the answer 3. Now I already said like using Jinja template, you can make the decision making statements. Decision making statements. Okay, good. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I setting some variable called temperature. I given 80, not percentage. Okay, just it's like a Jinja template syntax. Don't think of the percentage. Temperature equal to 80. What I mentioned here is on a day like this, I especially like. Okay, and then I'm writing some decision making statement. If temperature greater than 70, print this value. Okay, else print this value. Yeah, decadent chocolate ice cream. Okay, this will be printed first because it's coming a print statement. I'm not giving any print statement here. Just assume like we have print statement, and then if the condition is satisfied, you're going to get this refreshing mango sort. Now, what value will be the result for this? We have one variable declaration. Another one is condition, decision making statement. If condition is satisfied, it will print this. If condition is not satisfied, go to the else. Okay. If else can, it will print the result and finally end the if statement. நான் சொல்றது புரியுதா? if condition check பண்ணனும், check பண்ணி satisfaction if குள்ள போகும். இல்லனா data else க்கு வந்துரும். இந்த லைன் பிரிண்டே ஆகாது உங்களுக்கு. else க்கு வந்துரும். else க்கு வந்துட்டு இது print ஆயிட்டு உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஆயிடும் ஃபைனலா if statement வந்து end ஆயிடும். That is called end if. It's a Python syntax. Okay. Now what will be the value? Anyone? Anyone? How to give it a try?
A refreshing mango something.
See, I already said to you, though you have to assume it's a print statement. on a day like this, especially I like, okay, and then you have to consider this as this one as well. Okay, after this only the if statement will get executed, right? Now what will be the answer?
On a day like this, I especially like a refreshing mango something.
Sorbet.
Mango.
Sorbet. Okay, now getting the answer right. See, here there is no print statement, but you have to assume like that. Okay, just what I'm saying here. On a day like this, especially like here, free mango sorbet. See, the Jinja and Jinja template, they won't give any print statement. If they give some words, you have to consider like a print statement. Send the word in Jinja, they won't give any print statement. If you give some words like this, just you have to remember like it's going to print statement. That's why it's printing like this. This is called the decision making statements. Just see syntax, guys. You have to use if, and then you can use multiple elif you can use. See, elif nothing but you can write multiple conditions. Now, I will take this example. Or if I want to check with multiple conditions. Okay, then what you have to do? Like you have to write elif. Elif is nothing but else if. In Python, we use elif. What you have to do? Elif lesser than 50. Like this, you can write multiple elif. Mangoes. Now you can see what happened, guys. Yeah. Here refreshing. Now, how many elif is there? Elif. How many elif is there? Elif.
2, sir.
2, sir.
Two is there. Okay.
2, sir.
If condition is satisfied, it's going to print a refreshing mango sorbet. If condition is not satisfied, go to the elif condition. Elif nothing but else if. In Python, they will use elif. Okay. And then it's going to print refreshing mangoes. If this condition is not satisfied, it will come to the elif. Another elif. Okay. It's going to print a refreshing. And then if all the conditions not satisfied, it will come to the else block. Else is nothing but default block. It print a decadent chocolates, ice creams, and finally it's going to end the if statement. Okay, this is how you have to do. Here, this end if is missing actually. Yeah, this end if is sorry, else if is missing here. Else is nothing but elif. See, I confuse பண்ணல. நம்ம ஜாவால else if யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஜாவால என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? else if யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். பைத்தான்ல என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்?
Elif.
பைத்தான்ல elif யூஸ் பண்ணணும். அதான் சொல்ல வரேன். ஓகேங்களா? ஜாவால வந்து else if யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க. Satish, don't get confused. Java will use else if, but here you have to use elif Python syntax. Okay, good. Now, you guys have to say like, இது என்னது ஆக்சுவலா? இது மாதிரி bracket பார்த்தா என்னது? இப்பதான் எடுத்தேன்.
List, sir. List.
Or if these guys have to answer. These guys don't open their mouth. This is going to list actually. I'm going to set one variable called flavors. Now, here I'm going to see the loop statements. In loops, you can do the iterations. In Java, we'll use for loop, but in Python syntax, what you have to do? For, and then what are the list you're going to iterate, right? That you're going to put here. Flavors. Okay. From the flavors, we're going to iterate the value one by one based on the index. The for loop will do internally. On flavors-ன்ற ஒரு லிஸ்ட் என்ன பண்றோம்னா இண்டெக்ஸ் வச்சு 0 இண்டெக்ஸ் வச்சு ஆக்சஸ் பண்றோம், 1 இண்டெக்ஸ் வச்சு ஐட்ரேட் பண்றோம், செகண்ட் இண்டெக்ஸ் வச்சு ஐட்ரேட் பண்றோம். ஐட்ரேட் பண்ணி இந்த வேரியபிள் நான் அசைன் பண்ணுவேன். ஃப்ளேவர்ஸ்ல எனக்கு லிஸ்ட் இருக்கு, அதுல 0 வச்சு ஐட்ரேட் பண்ணி அந்த வேல்யூவை இந்த வேரியபிள் அசைன் பண்ணுவேன். அப்ப என்ன இருக்கும்? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஐட்ரேஷன் what will be the flavor value? In first iteration, what will be the flavor value? Flavor oda value first iteration enna irukum?
Vanilla, sir.
Vanilla irukuma?
I want chocolate ice cream.
See, I am asking first iteration. First iteration, what will be flavor value?
Zero.
It's going to be a chocolate. It's going to be chocolate.
Chocolate.
Second iteration will come like vanilla. Third iteration will come strawberry. Now, Anand will say, what is the value here? If I run this Jinja template, what will be the output? By looking at this line, you can see. Anyone want to give a try?
Sir, all the three, sir.
See, I'm saying, I give some print kind of statement here. You're saying all three. How it's possible here? Anyone want to give a try? It's kind of print statement I'm saying to you. In Jinja template, it's kind of print statement. What will be the final result? Anyone?
Today I want
want chocolate ice cream.
And then
Chocolate
only
or
one
vanilla
value.
or strawberry.
See, it's a iterate the for loop. We are iterating the value one by one. First time chocolate will come, second time vanilla will come, third time strawberry will come. What will
Vanilla.
be the result? What will be the result actually?
Today I want chocolate ice cream.
Only one result will get.
Sir, three results, sir. First
Three
one
results
is
will get. Today I want chocolate ice cream, and then second result will get. Today I want vanilla ice cream. Third you'll get. Today I want strawberry ice cream. This kind of for loop iteration we can do in the looping statements. Guys, make it clear. This is kind of for loop. It's kind of iteration. Okay, the same statement print thrice. You can see. This is going to actual result. Today I want chocolate ice cream. Today I want vanilla ice cream. Today I want strawberry ice cream. Okay, these are the three results you'll get in the for loop. It's a iteration. Total three iterations will happen. This is the result actually. Now, can you give a try for this is macros? Okay, don't touch this macros right now. Macros are more advanced concept. If you are good in Jinja, then only you can able to touch the macros, seeds, okay, snapshots. These are the various lineup items going to come later sessions. As of now, just focus on Jinja. If you are good in Jinja, then you can go for macros. Good. Now I'm going to show a few more links to you guys. This is a one, and then I want to show a few more links. How to Jinja macros, right? Let's see. Now, the same thing they're saying here, like you can use control statements, you can use if statements, you can use for statements, you can use, and then you can return list of payments, methods, okay, all these kinds of we have discussed. It's a combination of Jinja and macros is looking for. Now, okay, just look at this code. It's a SQL query only. Just look at this code. By looking at this code, like how many SQL queries you generated? You have to say, guys, how many SQL queries you generated? Now, I setting some variable declaration of payment methods: bank transfer, credit card, gift card. If you see in this brackets, what we can say? If you see this kind of brackets, what we can say?
List, sir.
List. Sir.
It's going to Python list. Python list. Okay, now take this value payment methods, and then you have guys have to say how after compiling how many SQL queries we generated, and then look at this thing. For this column, we have one column called order ID. For the second column, is going to second column. Okay, this entire statement is going to second column. What I going to use? Like I going to supply when case statement, when payment method equal to payment method I'm passing. Now I will pass a bank transfer, and then I'm passing the credit card, I'm passing the gift card. Like this, I want to iterate in a for loop. Payment method bank transfer will be supplied over here. It's going to be an iterable variable. It will do the first iteration. It will assign the value of bank transfer to this variable payment method. That payment method will be supplied to this placeholder. Purida? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து இந்த லிஸ்ட்டை வந்து என்ன பண்றீங்க ஐட்ரேட் பண்ணி ஒரு வேல்யூ எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு இந்த வேரியபிள்ல அசைன் பண்றீங்க. அசைன் பண்ணி அந்த வேரியபிளை வந்து என்ன பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்க அந்த வேரியபிள் இருக்க வேல்யூ வாங்குறதுக்கு இது மாதிரி ரெண்டு பிளேஸ் ஹோல்டர் யூஸ் பண்றீங்க. யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா you trying to get the value. Now anyone can say how many SQL queries will be generated while compiling.
The 3 SQL.
3 SQL queries. Good. What about the remaining peoples? Remaining folks?
Sir, I think one SQL query with 4
Like
columns.
3 columns.
Chandamal, how long you are working in SQL? I want to know it, guys. Like how long are you working in SQL? Just think carefully, guys. Whenever you're doing something kind of iteration, it will be see the DBT will generate 3 SQL queries, but while writing some static codes, you can able to supply only one value. If on is using the SQL, you can able to pass only bank transfer. You can't pass values through iteration, right? Now, while DBT will compile, it's going to generate only one SQL queries. Let's see how it's happening here. நீங்க சொன்னது கரெக்ட் தான். நான் வந்து என்ன சொல்றேன்னா கொரி சொல்லல ஆக்சுவலா. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு 3 காலம் வந்து கிரியேட் ஆகும். கரெக்ட், நீ சொன்னது கரெக்ட் தான். பட் ஒன்லி ஒன் SQL query பட் 3 காலம்ஸ் வில் பி கிரியேட்டட். அத சொல்ல வந்தீங்களா? ஓகே குட். நான் வந்து இது நினைச்சிட்டேன். ஓகே குட். இதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா 3 காலம்ஸ் வந்து உங்களுக்கு கிரியேட் ஆகும். ஆனா வந்து நான் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா ஸ்டாட்டிக்கா கிரியேட் பண்ணும்போது உங்களுக்கு எத்தனை காலம்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ண முடியும்? அது ஸ்டாட்டிக்கா நீங்க கோட் எழுதுறீங்க. SQL கோட் எழுதும்போது எத்தனை காலம்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ண முடியும்? ஒன்னு தான் பண்ண முடியும். பேங்க் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் தான் உங்களால பண்ண முடியும். ஓகேங்களா? டைனமிக்கா வேல்யூ பாஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. அப்போ இந்த DBT பவர்ஃபுல்லா இல்லையா? whether DBT is powerful or not?
Powerful, sir.
The loop statements, decision making statements. Okay, so now what you said is correct. Okay, it's going to come like 3 columns. காலம்ஸ் வரப்போகுது. ஆனா வந்து இது வந்து டைனமிக்கா நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம். ஓகேங்களா? இதுதான் பண்ண போறோம் ஆக்சுவலா. நீங்க பிவோட்டிங் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். பிவோட் உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சது அப்படின்னா பிவோட்டுக்கும் இதை கனெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். லைக் பைவட் டேபிள்ஸ். ஓகே, இது மாதிரி வந்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ண சப்ளை பண்ணலாம். ஜிஞ்சா டெம்ப்ளேட்ஸ். நான் குட். இப்போ வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா we going to see some few expressions. If you see this 2 curly braces, what does it mean? ரெண்டு curly braces இருக்கு. What does it mean? இப்போதானங்க எடுத்தேன். only 2 curly braces இருக்கு. அந்த எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் என்ன எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்?
Sir, getting variable values.
Getting variable value. That's what is saying that we want to output as a string. ஓகேங்களா? அது வந்து என்ன பண்ணனும்னா நீ வந்து variable value வாங்கலாம். string தான் உள்ள அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கும். Okay, next statement. If you give like curly by percentage, what we can do?
Sir, initialization.
Set யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ணலாம்? வேரியபிள் வேல்யூ அசைன் பண்ணலாம். ஓகேங்களா? செட் அசைன் பண்ணலாம் ஆர் மாடிஃபை யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஃபார் லூப் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். இங்க பாருங்க, ஃபார் லூப் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், இஃப்க்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். காமிச்சனா இல்லையங்க? you can use for loop யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், if condition யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், set யூஸ் பண்ணா only variable declaration. நான் வச்சுங்க set யூஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா variable declaration. இங்க for loop யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், if யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். இது மாதிரி நிறைய நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே, it's called control flow. It's called control flow. Next one is comment. Next one comments. Comments என்ன தெரியுமா அர்த்தம்? இது மாதிரி வந்து curly brace போட்டு hash போட்டீங்கன்னா இதுல என்னென்ன கமெண்ட் அடிச்சுக்கலாம் நீங்க. You can write n number of commands. As a good developer, for every line of code you have to write some commands. Okay, it won't execute actually. இது வந்து execute ஆகாது. ஓகேங்களா? ஏன்னா கமெண்ட் லைன் ஆக்சுவலா. Now good. I think macros we'll see it later. Just guys very good in Jinja, macros, seeds, snapshots. இதெல்லாம் நீங்க ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா definitely will get a job. Okay, now I want to show a few more things to you guys. This is the use case we're going to do today. It's hardly going to take 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to see some kind of looping statements and the decision making statements and constructs we're going to see today. And then before that, I want to show one more link to you guys. This is the actual Jinja palette projects. Let me, yeah, it's loading now. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be separate thing. Okay, we'll see it later because after completing this only, I have to come for this one. Pilot projects. So not guide actually. We'll show one by one. Let's come to the introduction part. Now they already know like we're going to use two versions like DBT core and DBT cloud, and then going to write a SQL code without Jinja. This is how you'll write, right? நீங்க இப்படி தானே எழுதுவீங்க ஸ்டாட்டிக் SQL இப்படி தானே எழுதுவீங்க பேங்க் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் கிரெடிட் கார்டு கிஃப்ட் கார்டு எழுதுவீங்க நான் என்ன பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா ஒரே கார்டில் என்ன பண்றேன் டைனமிக் வேல்யூஸ் அப்ளை பண்றேன் if you see the previous example you are able to understand this is how நீங்க இப்படி தான் எழுதுவீங்க ஆக்சுவலா நான் என்ன பண்றேன் இதே இந்த ஒரே ஒரு காலம் யூஸ் பண்ணி I am trying to pass a value through the for loop ஓகேங்களா ஒரு வேலையை பாஸ் பண்றேன் ஆனா இங்க பாருங்களேன் இது வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா the concept is called with or writing the code without Jinja இதால என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு இதால வந்து என்ன இருக்கு அப்படின்னா every time you have to change the field name bank transfer னு இன்னைக்கு இருக்கு நாளைக்கு என்ன மாறலாம் வேற ஏதாவது மாறலாம் இங்க மாறலாமா இல்லையா
Yes,
now
sir.
it's bank transfer வேற மெத்தட் bank transfer if I want to try with some other values I want to change here ஓகேங்களா இது மாதிரி வந்து field names மாத்துற மாதிரி இருக்கும் and then we have to update in three places ஓகேங்களா எங்கெல்லாம் மாத்தணுமோ இங்க three places மாத்துற மாதிரி இருக்கும் இதால வந்து ஒரு drawback இருக்கு and then you have to copy paste the code இப்போ வந்து நியூ காலம்ஸ் வருது என்ன பண்ணணும் இது காப்பி பண்ணி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணணும் இதால ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு and then வந்து ஒரு வாட்டி என்ன பண்ணணும் data analyst should review this code without any errors they have to change it ஓகேங்களா it's kind of repeatable code இட்ஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ரிப்பீட்டபிள் கோட் இது மாதிரி பண்ணாம என்ன பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா நீங்க ஒரே லைன் எழுதி பண்ணலாம் ஓகே நவ யூசிங் ஃபார் லூப் ஓகே இந்த ஃபார் லூப் யூஸ் பண்ணி எப்படி வந்து நான் வந்து ரிப்பீட் எஸ்கியூஎல் கொண்டு வர போறேன் அப்படின்னா ஓகே நவ ஐ எம் பாசிங் இந்த ஃபார் லூப் நீங்க டேட்டா பாஸ் பண்ணலாம் வேரியபிள் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணாம சந்தமா இங்க டிஃபரன்ஸ் பாத்துங்க இது மாதிரி வேரியபிள் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணி பண்ணலாம் பாத்துட்டீங்களா ஆரிஃப் பாத்துட்டீங்களா இல்லையா வேரியபிள் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணி பண்ணலாம்
Yes, sir.
டேட்டா சப்ளை பண்ணிடலாம் பேங்க் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் கிரெடிட் கார்டு கிஃப்ட் கார்டு சொல்லிட்டு இது மாதிரி டேட்டா என்ன பண்ணலாம் சப்ளை பண்ணிடலாம் இது என்ன பண்ணும் ஃபார் லூப் என்ன பண்ணும் இட் வில் டூ த ஐட்ரேஷன் ஒன் பை ஒன் அசைன் டு த ஐட்ரபிள் வேரியபிள் கால் பேமெண்ட் மெத்தட் ஒரு வேரியபிள்ல வேல்யூ அசைன் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த வேல்யூ நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம் அதே மாதிரி இங்க ஒரு பியூட்டி ஒன்று இருக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்னா நீங்க அலைஸ் நேம்ல யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம் தெரியுதா அலைஸ் நேம் என்ன வரும் சொல்ல முடியுமா யாராவது அலைஸ் நேம் என்ன வரும் அலைஸ் நேம் what would be the alias name hey I'm asking what is the alias name full name I'm asking just substitute the values and say the answer
payment method underscore c underscore amount
see just substitute the value and say to me it's going to be substitute the value for this payment
Total
method
amount.
okay sir
substitute the value for payment method and say the answer
Bank transfer
underscore amount
credit card amount.
underscore amount and then gift card underscore amount like this you'll get the three columns okay. This is how you can able to parameterize Suita Priya will answering be careful bank transfer underscore amount credit card underscore amount gift card underscore amount இது மாதிரி வந்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அலைஸ் நேம்ல நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா இந்த ஃபார் லூப் யூஸ் பண்ணி அலைஸ் நேம் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம் ஏன்னா அலைஸ் நேம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா டைனமிக் மாத்தணுமா இல்லையா because dynamic is generating this three columns for this you have to alias name dynamically so that we can use this as a prefix and then amount is going to suffix for you okay good now next one is yeah now it's a normal approach like you can set some payment methods bank transfer credit card and gift cards like you can set some variables and then using set method and then you can use for loops and whenever you use for loop what do you have to use
N4.
N4 means you're ending the for loop. After all your iterations, you're ending the for loop. Just look it guys. You have to use the N4 things after completing this for loop. Okay, this is how you have to use. You know all these things, right? Now let's go for the fifth one. This is a loop last to avoid the trailing commands. It's one of the important feature. Now, this one, it's called loop dot last to avoid the trailing commas. For example, I'm writing some piece of query here. Select name, age, okay, and then ID from employee table. Okay, employee table. Now, good. Now, in the last column, whether you are seeing any trailing commas,
No, sir.
the last column, can you able to see any trailing commas?
No, sir.
Trailing?
No,
No.
sir.
For that, because DBT has to understand this is going to the last column. You know in the last column. For DBT, you have to inform, hey, this is going to the ID is going to last column. For that, what you have to use loop dot last to avoid trailing commas. Okay, no need to put any comma instead of you can avoid the trailing commas. Just like that, you can put for yeah, yeah. If not, loop dot last, because this payment method, bank transfer is going to first column, credit card is going to second column. Sorry, order is first column, and then bank transfer second column, credit card is third column, gift card is going to be fourth column, right? After that, you have to mention like this gift card is going to last column. You have to inform DBT because it's the for loop is keep on iterating, right? Keep on iterating. You have to inform to the for loop, hey, this gift card is going to the last column for you. For that, what you have to do? You have to give curly brace percentage. If not, if not,
Gift card.
if not, loop dot
Loop dot gift card.
last. Hey, loop dot last. Why are you saying gift card? You have to mention syntax like if not loop dot last. Then what will think like, hey, this gift card is going to be the last column for you. Okay, after that, that's no columns. After gift card, there's no columns. It will treat like that. You have to mention if not loop dot last. And finally, what I'm trying to do here?
Ending if, sir.
Ending if statements, because you use something because you're using if statement, right? You are using if statement. Now you have to use the end if. And then what is the end for? What is the end for?
Ending for loop.
What? Ending for loop. That's it. Okay. And then group by one. Or if I put group by one, what will the column name for me? Based on which column it's doing group by?
Order ID, sir.
Order ID. First column. In the display column, what I'm presenting as first column, based on the column, it do the group by. Okay, you have to use group by one. Okay. Now you can see alternative way to write this. Instead of writing like this, if not loop dot last, you can try like this. So number comma, if not loop dot last. Like this way also you can try, or this way also you can try. I hope you guys clear. Any doubts?
This conference will now be recorded.
Now we're going to focus on the how to control the white space, okay, to tidy up the compiled code. Now while doing compilation in the DBT we have one feature called compilation feature. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இங்க வெயிட் பண்ணுங்களேன், just I will take one more thing. Yeah, just give confirm கொடுங்க. கன்ஃபார்ம் கொடுக்கும்போது என்ன பண்ணுங்க, கம்பைல் பண்ணுங்க. கம்பைல் பண்ணும்போது பாத்தீங்கன்னா லெட்ஸ் see இங்க ஸ்பேசிங் தெரியுதா, ஒயிட் ஸ்பேஸ் தெரியுதா இல்லையா? ஸ்பேஸ் தெரியுதா பாருங்க. see I can able to see the white space, right? பார்க்க முடியுதா?
பார்க்க முடியும்.
white space பார்க்க முடியுது. ஓகேங்களா? கம்பைல் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா if you are trying to compile your code, you might be have noticed that result in lot of white spaces. After order ID we have one white space, after comma you have white space, we have white space. ஒரு ரோக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு white space இருக்கும். ஓகேங்களா? இதை வந்து எப்படி வந்து tidy up பண்றது, tidy up எப்படி clean பண்றது? Okay, now how to tidy up in the sense, you have to give minus. நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், while declaring variable you have to give minus in the leading and trailing வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா, நீங்க மைனஸ் கொடுத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா while doing compilation it going to remove the spaces. இப்போ இந்த கோடுக்கும் இந்த கோட் டிஃபரன்ஸ் பாருங்க, இதுவும் கம்பைல் பண்ண கோடு தான், இதுவும் கம்பைல் பண்ண கோடு தான். இப்போ tidy up ஆயிடுச்சா இல்லையா? whether tidy up happened or not? Guys, I'm asking you whether a tidy up happened or not. This is a compiled code actually. Okay, can you able to see white spaces? Yeah. Now, after I doing minus symbol over here in the learning as well as training. Now, if I compile the code, what will happen? It's removing the
White space.
White space, sir.
white spaces. Okay, I'm tidying up your code. Okay, I'm tidying up your code. Now everything is happening like this. Okay, these are things you have to follow while declaring a variable session. Now, I'm going to focus on demo session right now using DBT cloud DBT. Just go to your the documentation, but actually leave it as it is. Go to the IDE. In the pre-session, we have created various models by using some Jinja template or ref template, okay, and config template we have used. Okay, now what I going to focus today is, yeah, there are two more layers are there. One is raw layer. We can keep all your raw tables inside this raw directory. Under that you have a stage. Okay, in the stage directory, what we have, right? Like if you want to do any kind of transformations, you can have the transformation layer here. And then third is going to reporting layer. If any other client looking for any kind of ad hoc reports or some kind of reports, in the reporting layer, you can able to create the model files. Now, as of now, I'm focusing only on transformation part. Just create one more file. The file name I'm going to keep it as the file name I'm going to keep it as what I can keep, guys. What we can keep, like what we can keep. Okay, just I'll take for this. Okay, yeah. Job ID salary count. Okay, based on job ID, if I'm going to find salary count, based on job ID. Based on job ID, in employee table we have job ID. I'll show the job ID, and then going to find salary. Okay, dot SQL should be lowercase. Let's create it. Now what happened? We have right now. I'm going to use config. I want to create as a view. Okay, it's going to materialize view for you. Now what I have to do, just have your username. 1 minute, guys. I forgot the password.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, guys, I typed my password in the offline, and then now I'm navigating to this worksheet. Already, you guys know how to create a new worksheet. Now, already I'm going to use some existing worksheet, DBTX. In the DB test, we have some tables under the DBT schema. We have some tables called country, customers, okay, employee table we have, right? Now, what I'm going to do, just going to have the employee table. Select star from employee. Okay, just do one thing and get the employee. Now you can get the employee ID, first name, last name, hire date, and job ID. Okay, now my requirement is very simple. Like I want to each job ID. What is the total salary? ADVP. There are two ADVPs are there. Under ADVP group, how much? What is the total salary? AD president, how much total salary? IT programmer, what's the total salary? Satish, could you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Each group, what's the total salary they're getting? That thing I want to know. Can anyone help me on that? How to write a query for this? Very simple, guys. Very simple. Each job ID, I want to get total salary. Arif, give a try.
Yes, sir. Select.
Don't
Job
put the
ID.
display column right now. Don't put the display column right now. Okay. Whenever you're writing some code, first you have to write the table names, and then you have to perform, if any join is there, you have to perform the joins. Finally, only you have to put display column. Okay. Now it's going to be employee table for you. and then I am looking for the one of the display column is going to be a job ID, and then now what I going to do? I need
Aggregate function.
what? Yeah, I need to get the salary of the each job ID, right? ADP, it's going to 35,000. AD president 20,000. Like this, I want to find the sum of the salary. For that, what I can use? I can use sum
Of salary.
function. I can use, right? Now I can going to use some case statement. Okay, case. You can use some case statement. Case when job ID. What's the job ID? Equal to take some job ID like AD underscore VP. As of now, I'm taking this one ADVP, and then you can write like case when job ID equal to ADVP. What we can do? Then salary. Take it mute, guys. I'm getting some jarring noise over there. Then salary, and finally make it N. Sorry. Then salary, and finally make it N. Okay, good. And then what I'm going to give some? I'm going to give some display column as job ID amount. Okay, each job ID, what is the amount? Job ID, and then I'm going to find the job ID total amount. TOT AMT. Yeah, this is the actual query I'm writing here, and then what I want to do, like though we have different job IDs, right? I want to come in a single group. What I can do, because I want to form a group, right? ADBT is one group, IT program is another group. For that, which class I have to use?
Group by.
Group by. That's
Group
it.
by.
Group by which column?
Job ID.
Job ID.
Your job ID.
You can give one because the display column given job ID, right? You can give group by one. That's it. Simple one. Now, what you can do? You got only for the ADVP 34,000. The remaining all are
Null.
null values. SQL nulls. Okay, this is going to SQL nulls. If you are working in Snowflake, then you will be able to understand the string null and SQL nulls. Going to SQL null for you. Now, if I want to find for FL, MGR, and then IT proc, now you have to supply the values one by one. Okay, you have to write multiple columns like this. Static எழுதும்போது நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம் தெரியுமா? நம்ம வந்து இதே காலத்தை என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? நிறைய வந்து காலம்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டு போவோம். கரெக்டா? பண்ண மாட்டோமா? பண்ணுவோம். ஆனா வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிபிடில வந்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா, நீங்க வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து எந்த ஜாப் ஐடி தான் உங்களுக்கு வேணுமோ அதை நீங்க வந்து என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா ஒரு லிஸ்ட்ல வச்சுக்கிட்டு பைத்தான் லிஸ்ட்ல வச்சுக்கிட்டு you can able to iterate the values. That thing I'm going to do, just copy this one. It's working right now. Just come to our code and copy and paste. Copy and paste. Okay, I think it's not happened. Just paste it. Hey, oh my god, what is happening here? Just copy and then paste it here. Yeah. Now, and DBT, can I have the semicolon?
No, sir.
No.
No,
Remove semicolon. And then what you can do, just do one thing. I want to set some variables. For setting variable, what I have to use? I have to use Jinja templates. You have to use percentage, and then you have to leave one space, and then you have to set one variable. Now what we can do? I use syntax called set, and then you can have like job ID's variable name equal to. I'm going to have one Python list, but in that I'm going to have various values. Like just I'll do one thing. I'll take this value. Go in a Python list. Collection of items we should have a collection of items. See, as of now, I took only this 4 job IDs: AD plus and ID pre or Joji, ST clerk, and ST SA representative. Okay, good. Now, can anyone help me how to iterate these values using this looping statements? Which looping statement I have to use?
For
Which
sir.
looping statement? For looping statement I have to use. Okay. Now, good. First, do one thing like you can rearrange this. Okay. Now, after this comma, job ID comma, you can write one Jinja. Now, I'm going to use percentage, leave one space, and write in for loop. For you have to put the iterable variable. See the difference? It's job IDs. My iterable variable is
Job ID.
job
Job
ID.
ID.
Okay, job ID, or can give some ID. Okay, JID. Guys will get confused because we have one more job ID, right? Guys not get confused. That's why I kept JID. You can give any name. It's going to iterable variable. Okay, just you have to use an in statement, and then you have to supply your Python list. Python list. That's it. Now we will try to iterate the value one by one. Sorry, we will iterate the value one by one and assign the value to the j underscore id. Now, can we parameterize this? For parameterize, what is the syntax I have to follow? Anyone? For parameterizing, I want to get the j underscore id.
Sir, two curly brackets.
Two curly brackets you have to use. That's it. Curly brackets, and then you have to put j underscore id. That's it. Now, and then alias name also can change. Okay, nothing but prefix can give some alias name. Same thing like whatever symbol said, right? Same thing you have to follow, and then you have to pass the j underscore id. It come like alias name. Now, how many columns will come? Anyone? If I run this for loop, how many columns will come? How many columns will come, guys?
5
4,
columns.
sir.
Only 5 columns will come, including job ID. This job ID is there, na? Job ID, AD press, ID prog, ST clerk, SA representative. Totally 5 columns will come, going to come. Now, next one is you used for loop, right? Next statement, what I have to use? You can give the split like this. Okay, you can put like this, comma, and then what I can do is I can mention this line as well. I have shown to you guys, right? Just go here. I will take loop dot last. I will take the syntax. Okay, just copy syntax. I'm going to give it a try. Okay, and then just put on comma. Now I used for loop, right? For loop, how to end? எப்படி end பண்ணணும் for loop? சொல்ல முடியுமா?
End.
So
Again, you
end
have to use a Jinja template.
that.
Percentage n for. That's it. You have to leave some spaces and then save this one. That's it, guys. See, whenever you try to write some kind of transformation logics, immediately you guys can compare and see. Okay, you can compare and can see. Just see the compilation. It's coming like you probably made a nesting mistake. Jinja is expecting the stack, but currently looking for elif or else or endif. Okay, the innermost block that needs to be closed is if. Okay, what happened, guys? Just we'll see. Go back and resolve the errors. I made one blunder mistake here. Okay. Got it, guys. Now, see, I'm using an if statement, right? If I use if, what I have to use?
Sir, end if, sir.
End is
End if you have to use. That's the mistake I did. That's what it's saying. Like in the compile session, it's showing like, hey, guy, you are making some mistake. You have probably made a nesting mistake. Jinja is expecting this tag. You are currently looking for elif or else or end if. Okay, because I used if statement, right? After if elif should come. Elif means else if, or else should come, or end if should come. Nothing is there, but why you have mentioned like if statement in the innermost block? Just go back and resolve the errors, and then you have to make one thing like you have to just go here, and then I missed this one because of this got this issue. Just do one thing. You can put end if. Now you can save, and then you can able to compile now. Now it's loading your code. Now, guys, you can able to see you can able to see the white spaces. Line number 6 we have white spaces. Line number 9 we have white spaces, and 12 you have white spaces. You have to tidy up with your code. Okay. By removing the white space, you have to tidy up your code. Now, what we can do to remove the white spaces? Anyone?
Minus, sir.
Where you have to minus? In that Jinja template, you have to use minus here and here. Okay, and then save your code, and then perfectly can go for compilation. Now you can able to remove white spaces. Now see, guys, again it's coming like why it's coming like this? Yeah, 1 minute. It should remove the white space. Making some mistakes or what? 1 minute, guys. Yeah, white space control tidy up. Okay, I'm using minus only. Okay, I don't know what is happening here. Consider minus. Give me a minute, guys. We will try this later because it will work. Actually, I will show it some other code. I don't know why it's not working here. Just save the code. We'll take some more thing. Department con. Okay, we'll take this model file right now. We'll apply this. Oh, here I don't have any variable declaration, right? Okay. We go to for this one. Actually, should work. Yeah. Now we'll set some minus. For that, we look into this compile part. Yeah, it's still loading. See, sometimes it will happen. Okay, just to do one thing, just cancel it. Okay, just cancel it. Cancel is not working. Just refresh the page because they're giving some trial version, right? Sometimes it won't work as expected. Just refresh the screen because we are using the trial version, and then just compile it right now. Now you can see some white spaces there, right? Yeah, you can see some white spaces. Now try with minus. Save it and then compile it. Let's see. Yeah, now you can see, right? Sandamar, it's removed the
Yes,
White
sir.
space.
white spaces from leading and trailing white spaces removed. Okay, now you can able to see any white spaces. Like this, you can able to apply. I don't know what is happening here, guys. We'll review it later. Yeah, we'll review it later. I have mentioned minus here, and then here also I mentioned minus. Okay, now try with here as well. Let's see. Minus, and then here also I have something like minus. Let's try with minus, and then here also minus. Here also I'm going to have try with minus, and then here also try with minus, and then minus. Let's see, guys. Yeah, now just compile the code. Now what happened? Now what happened? What happened, guys?
white
I
space
can
are
remove the, I can trim the leading and trailing white spaces. Okay, that's what happening here. Everything is good. And then AD plus total amount. Yeah, AD plus total amount. Okay, I think it's coming a single line. Okay, coming like single line. You can able to see all things are coming in a single line. As of now, it's not required for me. I want to see everything. Okay, just I'm removing this leading and trailing white spaces. If you want to trim it, just use minus. Some guys will ask question like if I use minus in the last, what will happen? Like it's going to remove the trailing white spaces. If you want to remove both trailing and leading, you have to use both forward and backward. Now everything good. Just save it. Compile it. See, this thing will happen. Okay, like the transition will happen. Do one thing again. You can refresh your browser. And then click on that, you confirm, and then just compile it. Yeah, now it's working fine. You can able to see like yeah, you can able to see the things right now. If I want to preview this, just click on preview. Click on preview. Database error because while compilation has seen one more additional comma. Okay, one more additional comma I can able to see during compilation. I can able to see. That's the problem here. You can able to see here also comma is there. Here also one comma is there. Here also one comma is there. Okay, that's a mistake. 1 minute, guys. If not, we'll do one thing. Just remove this comma. Just save it and go give a compile. Yeah. See, I want to show one more thing as well. This loop dot last, it going to inform that this SA represent is going to the last column. SA represent is going to the last column for you, as well as this until the last column, it's going to put the comma. Until the last column, it's going to put the comma. Once the last column arrives, it will stop there itself. It won't put any additional comma. செந்தமிழ் நான் வந்து மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன் ஆக்சுவலா. நான் இந்த லாஸ்ட் காலம் தான் பேசியிருப்பேன் ஆக்சுவலா. இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா, இந்த ஒரு காலத்துக்கும் நான் என்ன பண்ணணும், கமா போடணும். நீங்க வந்து இங்க வந்து இப்படி போட்டுடலாம். என்ன பண்ணலாம், டேரக்டா நீங்க கோட்ல இப்படி கமா எழுதிடலாம். கமா எழுதிய கமா போட்டுரும். ஆனா வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும், அடிஷனல் கமா வந்துடும். அடிஷனல் கமா வந்துடும். அப்ப வந்து இதை அவாய்ட் பண்றதுக்கு என்ன பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா, இஃப் நாட் லூப் டாட் லாஸ்ட் கொடுத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இதுவே என்ன பண்ணணும், கமான்னு போட்டு வரும். கடைசியில வந்து கமா போடாது. லாஸ்ட் வரும்போது கமா நிறுத்திடும். தட் இஸ் கால் லூப் டாட் லாஸ்ட். இதை நான் மறந்துட்டேன் ஆக்சுவலா. நான் நினைச்சேன் இது லாஸ்ட்ல இருக்க ஸ்டாப் பண்ண நினைச்சேன். லாஸ்ட்ல இருக்க ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுது, கமா போட ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுது. ஆனா இது என்ன பண்ணுதுன்னா, அந்த லாஸ்ட் வரையும் என்ன பண்ணுது, இதுவே என்ன பண்ணுது, என்னங்க பண்ணுது,
கமா அப்ளை பண்ணிடுது.
கமா அப்ளை பண்ணிடுது. லாஸ்ட் மட்டும் கமா போடாது. இதுவே நீங்க இதை எடுத்து பாருங்களேன், இந்த லைன் எடுத்து பார்த்துட்டு இதை அப்ளை பண்ணி பாருங்களேன். இதை நான் எடுக்கிறேன் பாருங்க. இப்ப எடுத்துடுறேன், கட் பண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு இந்த இடத்துல கமா போடுறேன். அப்ப நீங்களே பாருங்களேன். ஜஸ்ட் சேவ் அண்ட் கம்பைல், see the difference. சேவ் பண்ணிட்டேன், ஜஸ்ட் கம்பைல் இட். பாத்தீங்கன்னா இருங்க, கமா வந்திருக்கா, லாஸ்ட் கமா வந்திருக்கா பாருங்க. லாஸ்ட்க்கு பாருங்க கமா வந்திருக்கு பாருங்க. கமா வந்திருக்கு, லாஸ்ட் என்ன வந்துருச்சு கமா. எஸ்ஏ ரெப்ரசன்ட் கமா வரணுமா, எஸ்ஏ ரெப்ரசன்ட் லாஸ்ட் காலம் கமா வரணுமா,
வரக்கூடாது சார். லாஸ்ட்
வரக்கூடாது. ஆனா என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு, நம்ம மேல போடும்போது என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு, எல்லாத்துக்கும் கமா போட்டே வந்துச்சு, லாஸ்ட் காலத்துக்கு வந்துருச்சு. ஆரிஃப் உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா பாருங்க. ஃபார் பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம கமா இங்க போட்டுறோம், அது எல்லா காலத்துக்கும் கமா போட்டு லாஸ்ட் காலத்துக்கு கமா வருது. கமா வரணுமா லாஸ்ட் காலத்துக்கு,
இல்ல வரக்கூடாது சார். லாஸ்ட்க்கு
வரக்கூடாது சார்.
அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும் இந்த கம்மாவை எடுத்துட்டு make it mute guys and then instead of this remove this comma and then add this line. If not, loop dot last until the loop is ending, it's going to put the comma for you, and then finally once the last statement column comes in, it's not going to apply the comma. Just save. Okay, just go for compilation. Now everything will be clear for you guys. Now you can see perfectly comma is applied. Last column comma won't be applied. Now good. Let's go for preview. That's it. Just go for preview. Hey, what happened again? See, yeah, understood. Now, I want to refer this table name. That's what is showing here is object employee does not exist or not authorized because I have not given any database name, schema name, directly and reference table name. Employee table, which where I have to refer, which model I have to refer. In the employee table, in the model refer பண்ணனும். Which layer, raw layer, reporting layer, which layer this employee table will be there?
Sir, raw layer.
Raw layer lerko. Just go to the raw layer and then go for employee and then copy this name. Just do one thing, copy this name and then come here. You have to apply the Jinja template, rough template apply பண்ணனும். Reference வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணி பண்ணனும். Ref and then remove the model name and put the model name as it is. It's going to raw employee. Now just do the compilation. That's why getting the error, because directly if you're giving employee, right, we don't have any database name, schema name, and if you're putting table name, can't able to check whether the employee table is there or not. Okay, if you refer this model, in this model what we have, employee. Okay, we have the database name, schema name and employee. It's going to refer this model file. Okay, now what you can do, just do one thing, come here, now save it and do the compilation. Now you can able to see your query. Okay, I think come down. Yeah, now you can able to see, you can able to refer the database name, schema name and then table name. Okay, good. And then group by one, because on the based on the first column I am doing the grouping. Just to go for preview. This time you won't get any error. We'll get the results. Now, Arif will say how many columns we got finally. How many columns we got finally?
Hey, sir.
Totally 5 columns we got. For AD press, you're getting 21,000 total salary. Total you're getting. For then it's going to be ID Proc 28,800, and then ST clerk 50,700, and then yes, SA man it's going to be 2,50,500. Okay, it's kind of like a pivoting rows into columns. Arif, it's going to be a what table it is? Pivot table. Pivot table. If you are working in dimension tables or fact tables, then you can able to understand this visualization point of view. Like it's kind of summary. Okay, like you can get the summary here. From if you want to see like a row is going to be AD plus and a column is AD plus total amount, you can get 25,000. And then the AD IT proc and then IT proc total amount, it's going 20,800. Okay, like it's going to be like a pivot table, rows into columns. Okay, if you're working in any fact tables or dimension tables, then you can able to understand the relationship between these pivot tables. Now good, everything fine. This is the one I did. Okay, now I want to deploy into my Snowflake tables. How can deploy? Anyone? DBT? What is the command? I want to deploy my model file in my Snowflake. Okay, what is the command? DBT?
DBT select.
DBT without run, you go for select, right?
Sorry, sir. Run. Sir.
DBT run -s
Yes.
Hyphen S, you can use plus symbol, and then do you know why you're using plus? Do you know why you're using plus? The reference what you are referring, right? First it will be deployed in Snowflake. After the only the script will run. That's why using plus. The dependent model files will be created first, and then only script will run. That's why using plus symbol. Now can you see two scripts will be running. First one is the raw employee. After that, final script will run. Okay. Now it's successful. Now everything you can able to see. Okay, like two passes happen. Like you can able to see the informations, like what is summary, and then what can get the detail as well. Detail logs you can get, and then you can able to run the log. Able to see the summary as well as you can able to see the details, as well as you can able to see the rerun option as well. If you can run multiple times, rerun option is there. If you want to rerun one more time, if any failure happens, you can rerun it here. See, the DBT cloud is having one feature called scheduler. Okay, we're going to cover it later. You can schedule your jobs, transformation jobs. You can able to schedule it. Okay, like this, you can able to rerun your model files. Okay, now everything successful. I'm going to try with one more use cases. Okay, I'm going to make it as we'll do one thing. First, we'll just commit this thing to my repository. Wherever you are seeing M stands for M stands for. If you seeing M somewhere, what is the M represents in GitHub?
Sir, merge, sir.
Merge. A stands for append. A stands for append. M stands for merge. Okay, just do one thing, guys. 1 minute.
This conference will now be recorded.
Now you have to commit the messages. Okay, like you have to give some meaningful messages. Added new files. You have to give the file name as well. It's going to be like add new files in stage, and then you have to provide the file name as well, based on job ID, salary dot SQL file. So anyone can able to understand. Okay, they added some new files in the stage. It's going to be .sql. Just commit the changes. Now everything will be reflected in your repo. Okay, I parallelly open my repo somewhere here. Yeah. Now if you refresh, you can able to see some changes. Now you can able to see, right? Yeah, just refresh it. Yeah, now you can able to see the changes came into our repo. Like this, you can do changes. Now the next use case I going to build just come with a new file. I can give some name like what I can give for this. Okay, the same thing I can give based on this time I'm going to write some if conditions based on job ID, find total salary. Okay, dot SQL. Now the file is created. Just use some Ninja template. Sorry, Jinja template, not Ninja. Just use config. In that you can able to create a materialized table. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Materialized table, and then I'm going to write some piece of code directly without using this Snowflake. Okay, it's very simple, guys. select, before that I want to set some variable, right? Set job IDs equal to, okay, just do one thing, just take from here instead of wasting your time, copy this one as it is, just give confirm and then paste it as it is. Okay, and then I'm going to write select job underscore ID, and then I'm going to use one Jinja template, and then I'm going to write one for loop for job ID in job IDs, and then I'm going to have one more column. Okay, there's a column is going to be sum of, and then you can use again here in the sum I'm going to use one more Jinja template. I'm going to write the if condition statements. Just put percentage if job underscore ID equal to you have to use double equal to, okay, because I'm going to compare. If you're doing any kind of comparison, you have to use double equal to. If you're assigning value to the variable, you have to use single equal to. That's the difference. Double equal to means comparison. Single equal to means assigning value to the variable. Double equal to, and then I am checking like if it is AD press. If it is AD press, I'm going to write one case statement. Yeah. It's going to it's going to be a Jinja template. Just give if job ID equal to AD press. Okay. Just have this Jinja template. I miss the template. Here you can have the, yeah. Now write the case statement in the sum. Write the case statement case when job ID, okay, case when job ID equal to it's AD press, and job ID equal to AD press, then salary, and then just make it end, and then you can make some conditions, elif conditions you can have. Okay, now I'm going to make one elif conditions. Just use one more Jinja template. Write elif yeah, job ID equal to, okay, job ID equal to if it is IT proc, you can type ITPROG. Okay, now again you can write one more case statements, like just copy the case statement, okay, just write one case statement, and then if it is IT proc, then salary, and then I'm going to write one more elif. Just copy the elif as it is, elif, and then change it as anyone
ST underscore
ST
clerk.
clerk, and then copy the case statement as it is, and then change it as ST clerk instead of IT proc, and then again copy the elif and case statement. Now instead of ST clerk, what I have to do? SA representative. I don't know what is SA. Just to make it a SA representative, and then here also SA representative. Now, I hope you guys clear. First, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the job IDs one by one. I'm putting into the iteration variable job ID. What are the values I'm getting? I'm assigning to this variable, and then in the sum, I'm using one more Jinja template. In the Jinja template, I'm checking the value. If the AD percent equal to 80%, then only I will apply this case. And then if the case is not available, then I go to this case, elif case. Once ID program is satisfied, I will apply this case. And then if this case is not satisfied, again come to the SP clerk, and then I'll perform this case. And then if it is SA representative, it will come to the last elif, and then I will run this case. Like this, I return multiple if else elif ladder, if elif ladder, if elif ladder. Now I want to use one more thing called, or whatever the statement I used, right? Finally, what statement I have to use?
End statement.
Finally, what end statement I have to use? Just use one more Jinja, and then make it end if. Okay, and then just you can give the alias name for this as you can use like for getting the value. I'm using double butterfly braces. In that you can provide the job ID. Prefix is going to be job ID, and then suffix I going to give it as amount, or we can give it a total amount, TOT AMT, and then I can give like a from which table am I referring from? Which table am I referring from? Raw underscore employee. From raw underscore employee, just use one reference ref Jinja template, and then provide the model name. And then finally, what I have to do? Group by. Which column I have to do group by? Which column I have to do the group by? Which column I have to do the group by?
Job ID.
Job ID. That's it. Okay. See, it's really confusing, guys. Okay, because I kept the item as job ID. Okay, what we have to do, we can change it later. Now you can make it a group by one. Now, for your understanding, you can keep like JID. Then it's very easy to remember. Just wherever you can see job ID, right? Just replace with JID. Just do one thing, guys. Everything good. Here also you can change this JID. Everything good right now. Just save it with Control S, and then just do the compilation. And then I can able to see some issues are there. Like Jinja is looking for the following tags end for. Okay, because I used for loop, right? But till now I have not used end for. Sendamal, where are you using for statement? We are using for statement, but have I used any end for anywhere?
No, sir.
Have I? No, right? Now you have to use end for. Okay, after this as just do one thing. Go with Jinja template. Just do percentage and then use end for. That's it. End for. Okay, leave some spaces. Save it and then compile it. Now it's loading. Now you can able to see like yeah, you can see the white space indentation. Where you seeing a percentage symbol there, you have to use minus. Okay, now everything is good. Everything is good, but only one thing is missing. What is that one? I can able to see the errors. Only one thing is missing. Do you know why?
Sir, comma missing.
Comma is missing. See, each statement you have to use comma. For comma, what we can do? Anyone? Comma. Comma நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம்? கம்மா வரணுங்க எனக்கு. ஜாப் ஐடி விட்டுருங்க ஓகேங்களா. எனக்கு கமா எனக்கு வேணும். நான் என்ன பண்ணலாம்?
Sir, end of function.
இப்போ ஒன்று எடுத்தேன், இப்போதான் எடுத்தேன். 2 minutes back I took for Sujita Priya, Arif, everyone I took. If I want to use comma, what is that statement I can use? Few minutes back I took this one. Anyone want to give a try?
Sir,
Guys,
end
I'm
of
asking you. You
end
guys
of
are not listening. You guys are not listening. That's the problem here. You guys are not. It's just for namesake you're coming here. If not, loop dot last, and then you have to provide the end if as well. Okay, just do one thing. Just see here where I have applied. Just go to confirm. Now you can do one thing like after this allies I'm using this. Just after this allies you can also give a try. Just where is my allies, and then here I have the allies, right? Just put an enter, and then you can use end if, and then you can save it. Just go for compilation. Now you can able to see your commas, right? Able to see any commas? Yeah. Now you can able to see the commas for each columns. EAD plus total amount, and then ID plus total amount, and the SQL total amount. Last column you don't have any comma. That's why you have used that loop dot last. You can use this one, or you can try with this one as well. I shown, right, like something I shown to you. You can use this one as well. Comma, if not loop dot last, it's going to put the comma. Once the loop is coming ending, right, then it won't apply any comma. This is an alternative view. So normally you have to try like this, comma, if not loop dot last. Okay, good. Compilation done successfully. Now just do one thing, guys. Just make a preview. Again, it's throwing some compilation error, like invalid identifier j underscore id. Invalid identifier j underscore id. I don't know what is the j underscore id. Yeah. Yeah, j underscore id president. Okay. Okay. I made a blunder mistake, guys. No one said to me. Arif, case when statement, I should not give j underscore id. Okay.
Job ID.
Just you have to give the job ID. That's the mistake we did. That's why it's giving like this. Okay, now in the if statement only you have to use JID, and then you compare with 80%, and then we have to when column name equal to 80%, then you have to provide salary. Just save it and go for one more time compilation. Okay, now everything good, I guess. Okay, now everything good, and then you go and go for preview. Again got the error, some error. I made somewhere like j underscore missing again. Let's see. Case when j underscore id amount, if not loop dot last. Given j underscore id, case when j underscore id, sorry, job underscore id, job underscore id, job underscore id, job underscore id. Error line number 11. Everything's correct only here. Okay, why am I making some mistakes?
This conference will now be recorded.
See, guys, like I made one blunder mistake. Like this is a thing I got the error. Like I should say leave some spaces, and then just try to do the preview. I have not made any changes, guys. Okay, just we're getting the around 5 columns are getting. Like EAD press this is going 24,000, and then 28,800, and then clerk is going to be 50,700, and then it's going to be like 2,50,500 for representative. See, the previous use case and current use case, the only difference is same logics, but I'm checking additionally. If the JID is equal to JD present, then only evaluating this case statement. If the condition not satisfied, go to the elif. If the JID is ID programmer, then we'll go to this case statement. We'll execute this case statement. If the JID is ST clerk, then we'll execute this case statement. If it is SA representative, then we'll execute case statement. Like this, I'm doing the looping as well as the decision making statements in the same syntax. Now, just do one thing, very simple, guys. DBT run hyphen select plus you have to use because this is a dependent model file I'm using raw employee, so that you can use plus and then you can provide your name of your model file dot SQL. Just hit enter. Now it will take some time, and then two files will be created. One is going to be a table, another is going to be a table. Okay, both are going to tables. Now go to Snowflake. Just go to your DBT tutorial, right? Yeah, this is my database. And then if you see DBT technologies, just before that, you can able to refresh. Now you can go and see your tables. Or if what's my table name? Any table name?
Sir, employee, sir.
Yeah, based on job employee ID, find the total salary. Okay, this is my table name. The same thing you can able to see here. Just do one thing, select star from base name in editor. Yeah, now can able to see the same thing. Okay, like took 340 milliseconds query duration. Okay, and then you can able to see all the things like what it's looking like a pivot table. Okay, ED press 25,000, 28,000, and 55,700, 2 lakhs, 50,500. Okay, and then previous session we have deployed one more view, right? You can see the view as well. Like you can see, like yeah, we'll check the file one more time. Just go here and then take this based on job ID salary. I have created it's a view, right? Okay, I created as a view. Just go and check the view. The name should be based on job ID salary. Yeah, you can see the view, right? Based on job ID salary. You can see the view as well. Select the materialized view. Base name in editor. And then select star from. Yeah, now you can see the same in terms of views. The previous case 25,000, 28,000, 28,700, and 2,50,500. Okay, guys, hope it clear. Just try to use the dictionaries as well as the Python list to iterate your SQL queries. You can pass the value dynamically. Okay, I'm going to close session right now.